In hitting, everything begins and ends with the ground. We have to attach something to the ground to create power and force through the ball. I call it your engine. And your engine basically consists of your back hip and your back glute, and obviously all other core muscles that are involved in the swing. For the sake of this video, we're going to learn how to engage our engine and be able to make that the driving force in our swing. So first things first, a couple ways to feel the engine without drills. You're going to see throughout Holistic Hitting School all types of drills using bubbles, using boards, trying to train these movements. But what you're going to experience now is just a couple of drills where you can feel it without any tools. So first things first, and this is a great way to feel it, you get in your stance. I was a left-handed hitter personally, so I get in my stance and you tell the hitter to take a stride. And you just take a stride. And then the question would be, what foot did you take that stride with? And not a trick question for me, I'm left-handed, it was my right foot I took the stride with. All right, so now you tell the hitter, now to engage the ground, I want you to push into your back heel with so much force that your front foot goes forward. And then tell me what that feels like. And right now, what I can feel there is pressure and tension. Almost there's like a rod going through my hip down into the ground, connecting me and making me feel like I just plugged my cell phone in. I explained it like this the other day to a young hitter. Your core is like your cell phone base, and those two prongs are your feet. So when we plug our feet into the ground, we grab the ground, and now our core really has the power to be able to deliver the swing to the baseball. So the back hip is supposed to work underneath our spine, not around our spine. For many years, even as a young player myself, I thought I just needed to turn. And the faster that I spun on the ball and turned on the ball, the more power I would get. Well, in reality, what that does is take me off plane. It takes me off the path of the ball. And so turning and spinning is really counterproductive. But yet you'll hear it at every game you go to. Turn on that thing, spin on that thing. And that's not really what we're looking to do. We're looking to make really efficient movements, and the ground is our helper. The ground is our friend. So we're trying to first engage the ground. And then secondly, after we engage it, then we're trying to make a turn with our hip turning underneath our spine and not around our spine. So I'm going to show you some videos of what this looks like. It's the core principle really on the mechanics side of this program. And if you go into any major league clubhouse, you're going to see hitters working on this all day long. And again, when I was a coordinator with the Chicago White Sox and I was going around town, the different towns, asking players how they're doing, whether it be in AAA or in the big leagues or in rookie ball or even in the Dominican Republic, I would ask them the same question if somebody was struggling. How much are you into your engine on a scale of 1 to 10? And usually people who aren't swinging the bat very well will tell you 3, 4, 5. And what I would tell them is if it's not an 8 or a 9, then we're not doing it right. You're not engaged the ground. You're not engaged to the ground enough. Another way you can test it is like roll somebody a ground ball or get ready to throw, like in game speed. Like if you're an infielder, like move your feet, get ready to throw, and then hand them a bat. Have them relax their shoulders, but you'll feel your legs in the ground. You'll feel differently. When we go to throw, we grab the ground. We don't even realize we're doing it, but we have to in order to create power. It's the same thing when we hit, but we're so swing-centric. We're so worried about our path and worried about our swing that we forget to engage that back hip so that it can turn underneath me using the force of the ground along with my force and biomechanically put them together to create this hurricane effect where it whips my bat forward and I'm able to do damage. So check out some of these videos of some guys using the ground correctly. Notice how the hip is working under their spine. Notice some of the drills that they are doing to try to create that movement and sustain it so it becomes habit. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.